my first playthrough of this game, this isn't the first Superman game that Titus ever made. Titus actually made a Superman game for the Game Boy, which I may get to later. But first, we have to deal with these guys and protect a guy on a skateboard. And of course, the way we do this is just by running in, just flying into the enemies. That works. Also, these guys up top, these guys can actually fire rockets at you. And they don't really, thankfully they don't really home in on the, on this guy on a skateboard, but instead they home in on you. But these guys with the rocket launchers, they're the main reason why I'm worried about level 12. We'll get to that level later. But anyway, so yeah. Let's just... Now, the main reason I'm keeping myself very close to this guy is because if you just wander off and explore, he despawns. And you're just stuck until the timer runs out. And then you're gonna have to do this minigame all over again. Is it just me, or does that guy on a skateboard kind of resemble one of the blocky characters from that music video, Money for Nothing? He kind of looks like it, except less blocky. Yep. Like I said, some of the rings can clip through the ground, so you're going to have to wait for them. Yeah, the underwater textures aren't really rendered properly either. Anyway. Let's just go through one of the Grace Rings and... yeah. Very much. At least I'm not playing the N64 version. That's at least the good news. But... and apparently I just got stuck in a building. Yeah, apparently in the N64 version, the frame rate is all over the place. Like, half the time it goes like like 20 frames per second, but other times it goes way too fast, which causes you to miss a ring. So let's... But apparently, since I'm playing this game on an emulator, the frame rate is constantly kept at like 50 frames per second. So, yeah. Almost missed a ring there. Because I really don't want to have to do this ring section all over again. But apparently in later stages, they're actually going to get a bit lazy with the rings and just place them all over the place. I did once hear that Brady Games actually made a guide for this game, and there's a map of Metropolis, and it shows where every ring is. Which is just insane. Trying to remember... oh yeah, there's There's another baby carriage there. Same as on the first level, if you just run in to the baby carriage, you can actually just... I think I might be able to demonstrate that. Or, then again, maybe not.
Then there's no time to waste.
Well, that's what I get for trying to break the game. The game doesn't seem to like that very much. So, yeah. Time to do this ring section all over again. Alright then. I'm at least just gonna go through one of these grace rings. But I will admit one thing, though. In my personal experience, this game really isn't as bad as Bubsy 3D. Now, Bubsy 3D, it's even more horrible than this one, because in Superman 64, there are at least so many glitches enough to keep me entertained. Well, enough glitches to keep me entertained, I mean. Yeah. Pardon my improper grammar there. Anyway, so, yeah. Let's just take out these bomb droppers, or whatever they're called. And... okay, apparently that one just went flying for some reason. Anyway. So let's just go ahead and solve another one of Lex's mazes. I think I should have too many games left in this particular level. Yeah, like I said, there are going to be like 7 ring stages in this whole game. So if you just want to skip past that when it comes to the actual video, I'm okay with that. I completely understand. Because I'm pretty sure some of you are not going to want to see this the whole time. And apparently I'm out of grace rings. So, I'm gonna have to try not to miss a ring, I guess. Alright. Now, if you saw my 4th video of my first playthrough, I pretty much screwed this up. Basically, what you're supposed to do here, well, the frame rate is lagging, of course. You're supposed to pick up all these turrets and throw them. Don't worry so much about the guys with rockets. Just focus on the turrets. There we go. And it's not because the emulator... well, it's not the emulator that's doing this. This also happens in the N64 version. And trust me, I know that from experience. And apparently... now these rings are just bouncing up and down. It's just really disorienting. Well, at least they're not the hardest rings to go through. My mistake. Alright. Also, one more thing I forgot to mention. Apparently, the reason why a lot of people can't seem to control Superman very well is because they're pretty much going way too fast. And there is a way to slow down. To slow down, you have to hold the right trigger. It helps out a lot. But yeah, just let go of the B button, the right trigger, if you want to slow down, is what I'm saying. Oh. Alright. And that should be the end of the second stage of Superman 64. So let's go ahead and save here. Alright. And apparently we're going to go to Lex Corp this time. And find out what Lex has been up to. We're going to see if we can get out of this virtual world this time.
This looks like a job for Superman.
And apparently Lex has a bunch of dark shadows in the lobby. This is the best frame rate ever. And basically you're going to want to take out all the enemies. Or never mind, I could just clip right through the wall. That works. But I will admit one thing, though. Despite this game being horrible, I actually really like this game. There's just so many weird things you can do in this game that it just makes you want to laugh at it. Anyway, let's check out Superman's awesome fight moves. Bye. Oh yeah, there's also another thing we can do here. If we go to this area, we can actually find another power-up that we haven't really been introduced to yet. And this is Superman's heat vision. What you do is basically hold the left C button to use it. Comes in really good handy when you're trying to take out opponents. And another item right here, I forget what this one is called, but I forget what this is called.